Okay, folks, this will be an interesting one. Let's see if we can make this come up a treat. Okay, let's see what we've got. We've got here. This is, I'm pretty sure, just have a look. George Michael. It's George Michael, and this is the front of the CD cover. So this is a George Michael cover art. Yeah, George Michael, huge. I'm not a fan of much of his music. It's not my cup of tea. Pity he died. I think he died of HIV. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not really well versed on celebrity details. But George Michael was a huge celebrity, so it's like you can't miss him. Even a person like myself can't miss him. That looks interesting, but it's not quite what we're after. Although that could look good. I've got to try another one. But yeah, he was a big artist. I think he had his debut when he was in a band called Wham. I don't know the second person in that duo, but it was a huge hit. Wake me up before you go, don't leave me hanging on like a yo-yo. That takes me back when I was very young. But basically, yeah, I remember hearing that song on the radio heaps. It looks interesting. So yeah, just another big name they were. One of my friends, I had a friend of mine who used to like George Michael, and she's dead. She died in 2004, I think, Christmas Eve 2004. She was only very young. She only died at the age, I think she was 32 at the time, but she's in a happier place now, and she was sexually abused as a child, and she became morbidly obese, and she really had trouble with the flashbacks and memories of what happened with her stepfather. And yeah, but she liked listening to some George Michael. Anyway, I think that looks really quite nice. I think that could be used. That looks good, but I think this looks better. But basically, yeah, she was a real survivor and a real super trooper. She was a really good example. Even though she suffered the way she suffered, she was still a good example of how people should be. And really, she deserves, well, she's in a happy place, folks. just be happy that she's not having to deal with the shit that she was dealing with. And I really look forward to one day meeting her again. I look forward to meeting her again when I die. I think she died of a heart attack, folks. She was morbidly obese and she just carried so much weight on her, but it wasn't her fault that she was that big. And it really was sad that she lost her childhood to this, because she was only a child when it started. And she even got kicked out of the family home because of it. Really unjust. But basically, she did her best, and I know she put lots of effort in, and she was always trying to encourage me with my problems. Even though her problems were huge, she still tried her best to make me happy, to try and cheer me up, because I had my own battles that I was fighting, folks. I had my own uphill battle, and she was a real brave person. She had enough on her plate than to have me on her plate as well. She had enough of this shit, and now she's in a happy place, and I'm so glad for her. And I wish I could have been a better friend to her when she was still alive. But basically, I look forward to seeing her again. She's a good friend. I look forward. I know I have lots of work to be done on this world, so it's not time for me to go back there to see her. But when I die, yes, I'll be there to see her. Anyway, that looks interesting. I think now I can call this demo quits.